In March, we reported that Nikon plans to announce the Z9 Mark II in Q4. And Q4 is here, but where's the Z9 Mark II? Will it be announced next week or early November? Or what about Q1 2026? Click subscribe and we'll get right to it. Your subscription means more to us than getting an extra hours of sleep stolen from us in the spring. Hi, I'm Simon, your news hound Nikon photographer that scans the news and rumor sites, patent filings, and pro forums so that you don't have to, saving you time to catch up on a once-in-a-lifetime shot like this one. In March, a trusted and reliable source told us that Nikon plans to announce the Z9 Mark II in Q4. I reached out to that same source and I was told, we've heard very little. The schedule that we heard earlier pointed to a fall release, sometime in Q4, likely October. The Z9 II will have a stronger subject tracking, AI-assisted behavior similar to classic 3D tracking once the subject's locked. Most camera manufacturers will provide us with teaser videos, posters, and tweets within a week of the announcement, if it's a product that they're proud of. Now, if it's a minor update, well, they'll just put up the product on their website without any fanfare. Now, October is still a possibility, as is early November. Nikon is being very quiet, and we aren't sure why. Yep, my source told me that, and that being said, if the announcement is in the next few weeks, we can expect it to be, well, leaked out pretty soon. Keep an eye out for errors on their regional websites. Look for errors like, well, room for extra cameras without actually having any camera information. We've seen this many times in the past, a lot of times actually, out of, well, I don't want to give hints to Nikon, but you know who you are that caught these in the past, and keep an eye out for them. Look for drop-downs like this. Canon let out these two lenses to be announced over the next coming weeks, and they did it from their website at Canon India. And these are how most leaks come to us. They really do. They come from honest mistakes, not cloak and dagger stuff, not corporate espionage, accidentally leaking out information while prepping the website or giving a presentation. People are always accidentally saying something that, well, they shouldn't. Now, what was interesting is that the source did hint at better autofocus consistency when it comes to subject tracking. Sony released an AI processing chip to focus on improving autofocus functions like acquisition and tracking. Then in July 2024, Canon announced their own Digic accelerator chip, building upon what Sony had announced, tracking subjects even when occasionally blocked, and the ability to track the subject which had possession of the ball. Change possession, and it locks on to a different subject. Could Nikon be ready to release their own AI processing chip in their flagship camera, building upon what Nikon and Canon had delivered? Not only do these chips make acquisition and tracking faster and more sticky, overall focus is sped up. But I need your help. The Nikon Z9 Mark II isn't too far away. Let's crowdsource this. Keep your eyes peeled for any mistakes on Nikon's web pages, specifically around camera pages. And when visiting a local camera store, keep your ears open. And if you're at a trade show, well, at this time of year, well, talk about your plans to replace your current Z9 and see what they happen to say. Now, most of what comes to us from passive means, and it's something overheard. So again, if you come across anything, email me at simondyates@gmail.com so I can share it with everybody else. And if you are interested in pre-ordering the Nikon Z9 Mark II, whenever it's announced, whenever it's released, please consider using my affiliate links, Adorama and B&H in the United States, Wex Photo and Video in the United Kingdom, and for the rest of Europe, we have Photocop. This channel is very much viewer supported. We don't use any of those annoying sponsorships to Squarespace or VPN, and not that there's anything wrong with those. Some of my favorite sites have 3 to 5 minute sponsorships. The point that I'm trying to do with this channel is not to maximize income, but to maximize the value that I'm providing to you and some entertainment value. By using affiliate links, by using pre-order links, what that does is you get to buy something that you want because you want to without paying any extra, and I get a small commission back. We get the best of both worlds. It's adding to your experience. It's not interjecting an ad that's between 1 minute and 5 minutes long at the beginning of the video, making the video seem like it's a vehicle for an ad. And for those of you like me who pay YouTube a monthly fee so we don't have to get ads, well, it takes away from the experience, and that's not something I want to do with you guys. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for words here. Let me see, is there anything other notes that I want to... This is my second video that I'm recording. Let me just check. Got that? Oh, yes. Okay, very good. I keep forgetting this. Now, November the 6th is the day that we're told that Canon, and we're hearing this from multiple sources, is going to be making their announcement. We don't know the time zone. We don't know the actual time, and that's really important. It could be November the 5th for some, or even November the 7th for some. But here in the Greater Toronto Area, or as we like to call the GTA, there is a trade show taking place on November the 5th and November the 6th. And it's held in Toronto at the Toronto Metro Convention Center. And it's in the perfect location because if you're coming in from out of the city, if you're coming from the airport, there's a direct train link there. There's also many direct train links. The Union Station is right there, so it's very easy to get to. And the biggest plus, especially if you're coming in from the United States, this trade show is free. Both days, you don't have to pay. You do have to register, but that's it. It's free. How the show pays for itself is, I believe, what is the major retailer? Oh, it slipped my mind for a minute, but it's sponsored by a major retailer. So if you go to the show and there's lots of discounts, what happens is when you go to buy that item, you're buying it from a store. So the store's covering the cost and they're making up from goods that are being sold at the conference. I think it's a great way of doing it, that we don't have to pay. It's terrific. So if you're from upstate New York, Pennsylvania, if you're from Quebec, even Ohio and Indiana, and you've never been to a trade show, give this one a shot. It's photo, video, and cinematography. It's got something for everybody, and all the majors are there. And I was at Canon's booth last year. They had everything from the cheapest lenses, everything they sold, all the way up to their $22,000 lenses. Sony was there, Pentax was there, Cinema lenses were there, Red was there, even though it's part of Nikon there, they had their own booth. Just trust me on this, it's one of those trade shows. It's not huge like you'll see at CES, but you know, every booth is something you want to stop off and have a look at. So again, it's free. Thank you so much for watching. We'll most likely see each other very soon. Have yourself a great day, a great week, and thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye now.